Running very steadily in the early stages indeed. Preparo going on from Bank View as they come to the first of the 12 flights. Preparo, Bank View, Minorettes Girl. Morley Street is the back marker of the sextet. Preparo from Bank View, Minorettes Girl over on the far side. Forest Sun, Valiant Boy, and Morley Street. Preparo, Bank View and Minorettes Girl, with Forest Sun just in behind him, then Valiant Boy, has taken quite a strong hold, and Morley Street. Bank View now from Minorettes Girl and Preparo as they enter the straight for the first time. Minorettes Girl going up again on the outside, the left of the picture as we see them. Over on the far side is Bank View, then Preparo. Tony Mullins has decided to make running now on the mare, the only mare, of course, in the race. She comes down the stretch now to jump the first, and does it really well too. Minorettes Girl from Bank View and Preparo as they come to the second in the straight on the first circuit. Minorettes Girl hops over that. From Bank View, cruising on the outside of Preparo is Morley Street, but Minorettes Girl has opened up a really handsome lead as she races up towards the winning post on this first circuit. And she's going to give them something to do, although, as Tracy was saying, she'd be very much advantaged by a lot more cut in the ground. Getting a good cheer from the Irish supporters. Tony Mullins has lost his cap, but he certainly hasn't lost his rhythm. Going out into the country with a good 12 to 14 lengths advantage over Bank View, with Forest Sun, who's now moved into third place. Morley Street cruising in 4. 5 is Valiant Boy, and 6 now the one-time leader Preparo. And Minorettes Girl and Tony Mullins riding for his father, setting him a task, his pursuers, as he comes to the first over on the far side. There are 3 down the back stretch, and the first of them, she really pings the mare. Morley Street, Richard Dunwoody obviously feels she's got quite enough lead, and he's let out a reef on Morley Street, who goes up on the outside of Forest Sun with Bank View close to there. Minorettes Girl jumped that 10 lengths clear of Morley Street, who goes up on the outside now, Forest Sun, then Bank View, Valiant Boy, Preparo. They're going a real good clip, and this is too fast for Preparo and Valiant Boy as Minorettes Girl comes to the last over on the far side. Just didn't jump that quite so fluently. Morley Street is cruising on the outside of Forest Sun, the 2 Toby Balding runners, with Bank View hanging on into 4th, a close 4th, a long gap then to Valiant Boy, and a still longer one to Preparo as they begin to race now towards the home turn. And it's Minorettes Girl by only 3 now from Forest Sun, who has a stable companion cruising on his heels, with Bank View back in 4th. So as they race towards the home turn, Minorettes Girl still plugging on gamely in the lead from Forest Sun, and Morley Street on Forest Sun's outside, and then Bank View beginning to tower a little. And as they turn into the home straight now, in this Martel Aintree hurdle, they've got 3 flights left to jump, and Minorettes Girl still making them go as Morley Street moves into the challenging position now to try and win this for the 3rd successive year. Minorettes Girl by 2.5 to 3 lengths from Morley Street. Minorettes Girl under pressure now, being asked to extend. Minorettes Girl at the second last. She jumps it 2 clear of Morley Street, but Morley Street still pounding on and comes to take her. Morley Street moves into the lead. Is going to win this for the 3rd time in succession. He's only got to jump it. Morley Street lands clear now. He didn't jump it too brilliantly of Minorettes Girl under pressure. No need to give her a hard race, Tony. You're not going to get to Morley Street surely now. Morley Street, but he's holding out distress signals, Morley Street. He's tying up. Minorettes Girl is fighting back. It's Morley Street from Minorettes Girl. Morley Street has just won it from Minorettes Girl. 3rd is Forest Sun, and 4 is Bank View. So Morley Street, he won it all right for the 3rd year in succession, but he won it like a shadow of his former self. having to fight and really come to the end of his tether to withhold that renewed challenge of Minorettes Girl. No wonder Jimmy Frost didn't win the champion hurdle on him. And so the result of the Martel Aintree hurdle is first number 3 Morley Street, owned by Michael Jackson Bloodstock Limited, trained by Toby Balding. That's his 4th in a row in this Martel Aintree hurdle, and ridden by Richard Dunwoody, his 4th of the meeting. Second was number 6, the gallant Minorettes Girl, owned by Mr. T. McKeever, trained by Paddy Mullins and ridden by Tony Mullins. And third was number 2, Morley Street Stable Companion Forest Son, owned by Michael Jackson Bloodstock Limited, trained by Toby Balding and ridden by Richard Guest. So Richard Dunwoody, who rides Brown Windsor in the big one, continues on a great run at the 1992 Aintree Festival.
This is such a good horse, but we saw it at Leopardstown. We've seen it again today. He just doesn't want to be in front too long. He's gone past Minorette's Girl, absolutely cruising. He's gone 3 lengths clear, but already Richard Dunwoody is showing signs of unease. He gives him a slap down the shoulder, and the horse has started stargazing. And perhaps if Richard knew him a little bit better, he'd have held on a little bit longer. And now Tony Mullins asking the mare for a renewed challenge. Well, there you are. A race isn't lost until you get to the post. And now it's desperation stations for Richard Dunwoody on Forest Son, who holds on, Morley Street rather, who holds on, wins the race for the 3rd time in succession. But he's just got to the stage in his career when 100